you might be right here with me. See, the hardest thing for me lately has been being around people who don't want to grow. Not even spiritually, just mentally, emotionally, financially. I get bored quick. Not because I'm ungrateful, but because I know I've tasted purpose and I want more of it. So I'm picking my pleasures wisely. I've pulled back drastically. I ain't smoking every day no more. I ain't drinking just to pass time. Nah, if I do it now, it's a celebration, not an escape. I might go 3 months clean, locked in, then loosen up for a weekend. But I'm done making habits out of distractions. I'm at the halfway mark in life, and I've decided I want to live the way I want to live for the rest of my life, starting now. What I've learned in this cocoon stage is that tomorrow don't even exist yet. Yesterday, gone. So really, it's all about today. And the question becomes, what kind of moments are you creating while you're here in this wild, beautiful simulation they call Earth? What will you make out this moment? Cause that's the only thing real. This moment.
All right, man. Hold on. Hey, I've had to listen to that myself. I'm like, man, what is you talking about, bro? You over there spit some shit on these motherfuckers, bro. But that's like an intro of the philosophy show. You know what I'm saying? We sit back, we try to talk about real life stuff, man. Because I remember when I was coming up with this show, every time we get off the podcast, we'll start talking about some real life situations. And it's be like, man, some people might want to hear this. Everybody on most of Facebook, I ain't gonna say it all the time, but it be a lot of fluff, even if it's serious stuff. It be kind of fluff. So people be thinking, I don't think. I mean, of course we got problems, but I don't think problems should be. They could be fixed. They shouldn't be always made fun of. But anyway, welcome to the Philosophy Show. We have our special guest, Ny'Aira, on the line. How you doing, sweetie? How you feeling?
I am wonderful. Thank you so much for that introduction. It was definitely inspirational, and a lot of people could have used that, especially in the times that we're in. It's some trying times. So being able to have someone to have a voice and positive inspiration, it was a breath of fresh air. Thank you for that.
No doubt. I appreciate it all day. So before we get started into the podcast, man, we have our supporters who watch all the time, so they know what they're about to get. But they ain't never met you. So once you go ahead and introduce yourself and let them know what you're doing, so they can tap into what you got going on.
What's good, lovely people? It is your songstress Ny'Aira coming to tap in when it comes to real life, love, relationships, and of course the music. Been in the industry for over 20 years now. It'll be 21 years coming up. Just a special shout out and thanks to all of my team, Royal Court Records, Dogface Entertainment, DJ Prince Ice, DJ Dirty, and all of my people and my Southern Belle Steppers in South Carolina for bringing the movement full force when it comes to the Southern Soul and R&B. And of course, we're going to get into the music. Summertime Down South and the latest single, Southern Night, Southern Love, are out on all of the platforms. And of course, shouts out to the producer of these amazing tracks, D Ford. So let's get into it and let's get to know each other a little bit more.
All right, all right. So y'all heard her. Won't have to, we gonna repeat it a few more times because we know we gotta repeat stuff all the time. But before we get into all of that, I have to ask you because when my bro over here with me, I'm always asking, man, how was your weekend? You got anything you want to let off your chest or some things you want to talk about?
When it comes to the weekend, it's been jam packed with studio sessions and writing collaborations as well as rehearsals for upcoming stage production projects. So it was jam packed, and of course, we got down with a little bit of barbecue for the holiday. So it was a good balance of work and play. How about yourself?
Um, I'm gonna say this. I had a great time for the fort. Um, I had to explain to my sons. I got my twins over the summer, um, so they've been. It's been a challenge with them, but a good challenge, a lovely challenge. I love having my twins around because they're a reflection of me times two. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. But I bought some fireworks for them. I let them pop all the fireworks. They 12 too, so um, I had a good independent time. So I had to explain to them about the Fourth of July because I know, us being African Americans, black, however you want to put it, you got some of your parents probably don't want to celebrate the Fourth of July. Then you got the kids saying that. Then the social media and blue, blue, blue. And I told my kids like this. I'm like, hey, I'm celebrating myself. You know, I get what everybody else be on, but that's up to y'all figure out what that means to you. Then, I'm not popping them just for the 4th of July or independence of America and all that. Now, that's what I was taught. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna sit here and lie to you. But with everything that's going on, and I know when I was a kid, I didn't have to even defend that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. When I was a kid, I never had to defend popping fireworks on the 4th of July. But nowadays they do. So I don't look at it as a bad thing. I just think of making your children more aware. And if you're gonna even think on that note, like if you don't care, I'm not mad at you. I don't think you should, to be honest with you. But if you do, I ain't mad at you either. So, but that's what type of weekend I had with my family. I was off Friday, which was great. I needed that Friday, goddamn. I don't know about you, but I needed that Friday. It was pretty good to have that Friday off, and I brought back a new podcast. It was called Louis Wood Radio to Rebirth. We had Jay Waiters on there. He's a Dallas artist. So
All right.
I don't know if you know him or not, but if you don't, need to tap in with him. He's a cool dude. So I had a pretty good weekend, and I thank you for asking.
No, of course, that's awesome. And just to chime in on that note, education is incredibly important when it comes to our youth and understanding the differences when it comes to Independence Day and Juneteenth, and
Yes.
also having the differentiation between our freedom and our country's history, to say the least. But celebration is celebration of life, and everyone deserves to have that experience firsthand.
All day, all day. I like that. I like that. Now, it's been it's been something that's been straight sticking out to me, and I'm so happy that you online with me right now. And it ain't just because she a woman that I'm saying this, but as I guess a black person, I'll just say it like that. This Candace Owens, she is becoming. I'm starting. At first, I didn't like her, but I didn't have no reason not to like her, except for politics. But I don't really judge a lot of people on politics all the time. You know what I'm saying? But since I've been listening to her and like listening to how she explained herself, I don't dislike her. Am I tripping?
No, I wouldn't say that you're tripping at all. Candace is one of the many spokesmen when it comes to just cut and dry,
Mm,
straight facts, and having a clear understanding when it comes to differentiation of opinion and emotions versus facts and politics. She's
okay.
incredibly educated and incredibly well spoken, but there are those that are out there that can definitely give her a run for her money. But
Okay.
Candace is incredibly intelligent, and I have seen a better light of her shed on her recently, and having a better respect for her as well.
Okay. Okay. All right. Good. 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 I'm happy because I know how polarized it is now. You know what I'm saying? Where you got to pick a side, and it's like I'm really don't. Sides is sides, but we all know you're not gonna like everything on both sides. That's just honesty. So I rather have more logic and politics, or whatever case may be. But I understand the other part too, because too much logic, people can't handle it. I peeped that. We peeped that in life. A lot of logic, if a lot of stuff makes sense, you gotta sometimes you gotta die before for some people, not everybody, before you have to somebody start working out or something or eating right. You get what I'm saying? So I get it, but some of the stuff is kind of flat and dry. I mean, it really is. It's black or white. It's really that. So if you want to do something, just do it and leave it at that. But don't try to deter the facts, And that's why I like her, because it was kind of hard for me to talk to my kids about that without feeling like we're gonna, talk. How can I say it? Basically, offend somebody. That's pretty much what it is. It's like, son, if my son look at a transgender woman, a man dressing like a woman, and then he do like this, and somebody get mad at him because he do like this. No, that's not. I get what you're saying, yeah, but you come on, man. If I put that on, I would think that. If somebody looked at me like that. That's all I'm saying when it comes to the children, because we gotta explain this to them. We do. So I'd rather have some cut and dry in there instead of a cat can be a cat if the cat can think that that's a cat. And if you want to be a cat, that's fine. Ain't nobody saying that. So that's where my 4th of July was on this week. Just trying to get my kids to be ready for when they get out there. And my thing is, they can look on YouTube and get a whole lot of other explanations on there. I done seen them. It's like, how do you not, protect your kids from some of these things that's out there like that? You know what I'm saying? And even if you take that stuff away from them, they got other kids that do the same thing. So you have to get in their heads already, like, hold on, man, when it comes to racism, you know what I'm saying? Now, I remember when I was little and when I first got a taste of racism, and I'm talking about brought to me from black people, not white people being racist. Black people telling me about it. It took me to a rage level. So with my kids, I'm like, I raised you.
Okay.
You ain't been through nothing like that. Period. And if you did, we would have heard about it. We would have known about it. We would have seen it. Yes, have I been called niggas? When I was little, I got called niggas all where I got my business at. I've been called a nigga over here. I was little though. You know what I'm saying? I was probably about 10, 11, 12? Same age as my twins right now. I done threw hands with them. We done did all this. But when it all comes down, the whole facts that goes down is, I still see these same motherfuckers. And they ain't racist.
No, just to chime off of that, the key thing is mutual respect and education being at the forefront, because there is such a lack of censorship, because we're all hyper exposed to so much in the media, and a lot of people are fearful for their children, and I'm fearful of my younger siblings. I have 3 younger brothers, so them having education and understanding with certain topics, but understanding that everyone has their own choices and their own rights when it comes to expression. It's just a matter of respect, but still being able to establish your own boundaries. I totally agree when it comes to that.
Man. So that's for if any parents online, y'all can chime in. We just I know it's no, and you can let me know what you think about that. There's no book for this. Generations changing. Like the stuff that our parents taught us back then, it's changing. It's changing. It's where the factories at. I mean, I ain't saying there's no factories, but everything is pretty much moving exactly. If you look at it, it's going to move more AI. You can act like it's not, but it will. It's only smart to do. It's only technology. Just like with the service business. The service business will always be, it will always be, everybody will need it. You know what I'm saying? Cooks, all that, restaurants, it will always be needed. So, yes, you should be trying to get way more money because all them other jobs are interchangeable. You know what I'm saying? You seen it. They can go to China. They can go to Mexico. They not go there because of it's not cheap. Just because you need a job, you want to get paid 15. They don't want to get paid 15. Those are like facts that you gotta always factor in when you think about politics. Sometimes, or not give a fuck. Sorry, excuse my friends, or not care and do whatever you got to do to survive or be comfortable. Because that's what we really living for nowadays, to be comfortable. I had a straight trip out there. Like, people are stressed out because they not comfortable, or what they think is comfortable. Because bombs are comfortable, regardless of what you. I had to talk to my kids about that too. I'm like, listen, one day you're gonna grow up to look like me. You're gonna be like me. You're gonna look like yourself. I'm just being honest. You're gonna get tall. You're gonna get big. You're gonna look like in all essence, I'm saying you're gonna look like a man. What man do people just give stuff to? Like, I want you to think about that. Like, what grown person or grown people you think just they give stuff to? You see them all the time. Bums. People that they feel, and I'm like, is that what you want to represent? Or do you want to represent something else? And you can do whatever you want to do. I can't live like a bum. I probably could live like a bum, but I don't want to live like a bum. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, because I don't look down to people who learn how to live off the street. If you can do that, and that's your comfort level, it's a skill. It's something in there. I don't care what nobody say. You don't have to come here and use Wi-Fi and get on your shit and gotta pay shit monthly, and that's a lot to do. People do it, don't get me wrong, but my point to them is you're gonna have to, if you wanna live, you're gonna get to an age where you're gonna have to make a decision. You're gonna have to either pay some money to do some stuff, or you're gonna be slacking. Which one you wanna be? I'm trying to teach you to have responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And give you the real shit. That's all I'm saying. I didn't have it. I had to figure it out. I had people my age trying to tell me what to do, and they didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. So, I don't want y'all to be doing that. You got a daddy? Holla at me. So, that's what the soliloquy gonna be about today, too. So, y'all tune in and stay tuned in. But that's how we get out. It's a what you call it. And I love having a woman on here because y'all good at counseling. It's a counselor. I like to get counsel. I'm not against people helping me and talking to me. It's needed out here a lot, especially from genuine people, not people that's trying to manipulate you all the goddamn time just to get you $20 an hour or something. But even with that, it helps you. Because obviously, I wouldn't pay it if it wasn't working, right?
No, but in addition to the matter of choices and what we're exposed to, also finding what success looks like to you and what happiness looks like to you. It's so many followers when it comes to what we're hyper exposed to and what's being pushed in front of our youth, in front of us, and even that we've been exposed to through life and circumstance. It's just a matter of what you're choosing to adapt to and adopt within your everyday. Because success to me is not what it looked like 2, 3 years ago. We're constantly evolving and constantly changing. So it's just a matter of who are you right here and right now.
Whew. Yeah. I like it. I like it. So normally, we go to straight out the book by Daddy Rich. Shout out to Daddy Rich, man. Prayers up to him. Hope you start feeling better. He's a little under the weather right now, but we always want to send blessings and love to him. I was gonna do a rerun or something on there, but I didn't have time to put it in. I'm not gonna butcher his section by trying to do his section, but I just want to show some love to them. Let them know, get better, fam. We'll see you when you get here. All right. So we gonna go straight to what's the real, and what's the real. I'm gonna just play this for you, and then we'll go in. And that's this just a little something, but we gonna get deep into the big blue bill or the big beautiful bill,
Uh
whatever they
oh.
called it, just a little bit. And my thing is, it, it's nothing that I did not. I expected. I expect everything when it comes to this situation. Social media then made it's a look. Hey, I don't even want to start. Let's go to it. Here we go.
Apparently, Trump's a prophet now. Said World War III was coming back in 2020, so either he's a time traveler or he found the script for America, the reality show. Meanwhile, out in California, Governor Newsom out here issuing climate warnings like he's Professor X, but can't seem to stop the state from burning, flooding, and taxing folks for breathing too hard. ICE is acting like they're filming Taken 4, Homeland Edition, and protests popping up like pop up shops. But yeah, Trump's probably just building his next casino in Tehran.
Tune in Sunday. Bring your opinion. All right, all right. So, if y'all done watched the Philosophy Show, I'm not a Trump supporter, but I am supportive of the President of the United States. If that makes sense, I still honor the position, and since he's in it, I gotta honor that he's in it. So I respect that. So what I gonna do, since I didn't support him, is say this: I will be reporting on his ass when I see certain things that I see, because I'm not a supporter of him. I do support that he do stuff that's good for America. If he do stuff that's good for America, and maybe I don't see it, I can say that too. Maybe I don't see what he right now, what it is. Maybe I don't see it. I have to feel it. But I do have some things that I can point out that's, kind of shady, but it might not be shady to you. Maybe you're rich and don't give a care. Maybe you know something I don't know and don't care about that. I can respect that. But I just want to be real and honest when it comes to, I got grandmothers. I have a great grandma that's 81 that's living off Social Security. I do actually have that. You know what I'm saying? So, when certain things come across or certain stuff do get cut and they say it's going to get cut, I know if it don't affect you, I get that, but it does affect people. Why cut stuff to certain things? But anyway, I don't want to get too much into that. You know what I'm saying? But I do have somebody. Ny'Aira might want to pitch in on that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
No, absolutely. First and foremost, I definitely want to put out a sense of urgency when it comes to our people furthering their education and understanding the bills that are being passed.
Mm.
Yes, we are trying to get through our day to day and trying to survive on a consistent basis, but thinking about the extermination of the Black and brown community, everything that's going on when it comes to our health, overall mental health and wellness, I implore you to continue to educate yourselves when it comes to certain topics, when it comes to our community. I agree. I have had elders in my camp who have since crossed over, that were on Medicaid, Social Security, SNAP benefits and things, certain programs that are pivotal to a lot of our communities are definitely needed, but then the funds are being positioned into something that is beneficiary to those of the upper class in some instances. My main concern is the youth. And of course, there's the changing the age of dependency to the age of 7 as the cutoff, which kind of raises a question mark for me when it comes to what's the agenda for our kids. Putting the 10 Commandments within the school systems, but are we truly living by God's word and having a clear understanding when it comes to the principles and what we're standing on and how this country was founded? So I have questions, but of course I just my main purpose is to be a voice for the voiceless. That's always been my purpose from the start, whether it's music, whether it's my speaking, regardless. I implore all of my people to educate yourselves and to take heart when it comes to things that are matters to you, and being able to establish some sort of sense of community and being our own support system as a whole.
Talk to him. Talk to him. So you on the right show because I'm going to try to educate a few of the supporters that's on here, and it's good to have people on here that's down for the cause also. And I would like you to chime in on some of this, but the first thing I want to start off with is the actual, because I knew this was gonna happen. Some things you gotta wait till it happen, and all that talk about war. Now listen, these are facts. Go look these up. And y'all should remember this. When Biden got in, he only had 4 years. Remember that. Biden only had 4 years, y'all. He only had 4 years, okay? He got in, and he got us out of Afghanistan. I am a military guy. I went to Afghanistan. So, I got shot at. Some blow up shit. We went there. So, and I went when Barack was in. So, and I was in while Trump was in, but I got out. But Biden pulled out of Afghanistan, and y'all talked all shit about him and all that. You had Afghanistan's trying to get up out of there. Why? No, Biden pulled us up out of there. So, with me saying that, we was not at war. Trip off that. People weren't even tripping off that. When Biden was in president, we was not at war. We was not in no type of war. Not the Ukraine war. Biden was giving them money, but we wasn't sending people over there. Now, I ain't saying there ain't no bases over there, no stuff like that. That's something totally different. That's an ongoing thing. But we wasn't sending people over there. All of a sudden, Trump get in. There. Let's talk about it. The first initiation, June 13th, Israel, not Iran, but Israel shot their first shot. I ain't gonna listen. I'm gonna give you breadcrumbs. You go look it up. I already did my research. I'm not gonna tell everybody everything. That's not my point. My point is to get you thinking. Because listen, why talk about World War III with Biden? Now as you in office, we about to go to war, right? Are we not in the war? I'm just asking. Why ain't nobody talking about this shit? Ain't nobody telling me about it, is it? I mean, yes, we seen it on news, but ain't nobody in the social media talking about it. I don't hear my peoples talking about it, just like how they were talking about it on when it was time to vote. Y'all knew everything about Kamala. Y'all knew everything. Didn't know shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, didn't know nothing. But now that your boy is in office, I don't hear y'all saying, man, this bill really do cut off Medicaid to a lot of people. Y'all don't have health insurance. It's cutting a lot of, where the money going to? We know it's going to the places y'all always talking stuff about. It's going to the military. It's going to ICE. The people on the borders who with the mask snatching people up. Man, when had this ever went down? I'm just asking.
No, it's again, there is a lack of education when it comes to this, and even just a matter of choice and wanting to research. Not only when it comes to overall coverage in healthcare, but there are a majority of Black and Brown people do not even have a life insurance policy. One of the largest industries are in death, especially in the United States. So to think about that and not necessarily caring about Medicare, Medicaid, and so on, we're not even covering those when we cross over. So it's literally a matter of education, or even that's not being exposed to the media. There have been multiple broad daylight hangings of Black and brown people in Chicago. There are 24 women and children that have gone missing and have been abducted in the past 30 days in the United States. It's a lot that is going on behind closed doors that has not been shed to light, or brought to light rather, and people are choosing to turn a blind eye when it comes to it. But we're in the lounges and smoking hookah and buying bottles.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not, but you're not lying. It's like, man. So again, with this bill though, because this really the most, the war is. I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna say it's not important, but it's not. I don't think it's as important to explain why we're finna be in this war and how Israel then took us straight. Israel never. Only time they went outside of us is when they got to protect themselves, what they call protect themselves within their regions. But they've been taught in Iran for a minute, Israel. You know what I'm saying? We always, like, even the United States a little bit, we're talking about them, but with Israel actually striking them, that's a difference. Or us striking them, that's a different toll of what's going on. I don't. That's a different. That's something different. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know how other people feel. I can't put. I know Trump has no compassion, and you can tell with this bill. This was a listen. I'm gonna give this bill a grade. Let me give this bill a grade. There we go. All right. So let me say this to you. The big beautiful bill, what it really means for America. And these are my opinions. If you feel them, you don't. If you don't, who cares? But the rich get richer. Permanent tax cuts mostly favor high earners and large corporations. Look it up yourself. The poor pay more indirectly, meaning cuts to Medicaid, SNAP, and ACA societies. I hope I'm saying that right. Hit low income and working class families the hardest. You know what I'm saying? Middle class is squeezed. Temporary boost to child tax credits and deductions phase out over time. Which, if y'all, they took that shit. I remember they took that away. But I guess it'll be back. Overall result, a more concentrated wealth system, which is what he does. If you're already up, you're about to be way up. If you're not, you footing the bill. That's natural. What people always try to say, what we don't want in a tax bill. I'm trying to. Anyway, let me stop. All right, tax code shake up. Because we gotta talk about the tax code because that's within it. Trump's 2017 tax cuts made permanent. Is one thing I heard over when people talk about Trump during his time. They said they had the most money they ever had. And I never understood that because I looked at mine and it was pretty much the same, or it was a little lesser, but it wasn't more than any other year. The most I had was in Barack year. I went to look it up. I looked up my Social Security. You know what I'm saying? And when I was working, see how much I made during that time. And it was doing Barack shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but you could have. I ain't saying you couldn't. But the Trump 2017 tax cuts made permanent. Big win for the top 10%. New deductions. Auto loan interest, tip income, and SALT cap raised, but most benefit business owners and wealthier earners. Deficit impact, which people don't care about deficit. They obviously don't care about the deficit no more. Adds up to $2.8 trillion to the national debt over 10 years. They don't care that we paying for that. I don't even think people care about the deficit no more. All right, the health insurance fallout. 10 to 12 million people projected to lose health care. Medicaid Medicaid expansion rollback. ACA subside. What is that? Subsidies? And I'm saying, am I saying that right?
Subsidiary?
It's SUBSIDIES.
Subsidiaries.
Okay, subsidiaries. Cut deep. Preventive care, mental health, and you mentioned that, and low income support gone or weakened. In short, if you sick and not rich, it just got harder to get help. Where the money goes now? 100 billion shift toward ICE, border patrol, military expansion, drone surveillance. Come on, man. Drone surveillance? Now that scares me a little bit more, but not. It depends on what. It just scares me because I got to think like that. But if you're wondering where the jobs are going, it's going to be there. I mean, that's obvious. If you want a piece of the money, the new pipeline is federal empowerment, federal enforcement. Come on, man. Is this not? I thought, okay, and I'm answering you this, Ny'Aira. Please, I need to know this. Since I've been growing up in America, and I've heard from white people to black people to, I don't really hear too much about the Asians, maybe the Mexicans. I never heard them talk too much about the Constitution. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Unless it was on some TV or something. I'm talking about actual real life people that I talk to. Well, in the military I have. So I have spoken to people about that. Okay, so my point is, I've never heard none of them say that they wanted the federal government more powerful. I've always heard that they wanted it to come down to the states and let the states blah, 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 and all that. So I'm just trying to figure, well, I'm not trying to figure it out because it's pretty plain to see. Where are we going? Where are we going? That's really what I want to ask. Where are we going? What are we going toward now? What? Because it's clearly not like it was 5 years ago.
Absolutely not.
So I'm trying, because I knew it was gonna be a change, but once you start seeing the change, like this bill, did y'all know it was 50 to 51, and the one who broke the tie? Do you know? I'm asking my people's matter. You don't know? I know you probably know. I know. It was his vice president who broke the tie, which is part of the plan. It's not legal for that to happen. It's not. He didn't do nothing wrong, but come on, man.
Project 2025 was.
Talk to him, please. Talk to him.
It's really the blind leading the blind in a lot of instances when it comes to Project 2025. And we're seeing the rollout come to fruition. I honestly don't think a lot of us thought that it was truly going to happen. Hence why there isn't a sense of urgency, or people are just living day by day and taking it one day at a time. But it's rapidly changing, as you stated. We need to have our affairs in order when it comes to not only our education and agriculture, because the food system has changed. Being able to have education when it comes to our policies for our life. There's even a clause that states that they're trying to implement that your children cannot inherit your land when you pass. You can't pass it down to them. They're trying to take it back according to the government. So it's it's so many layers when it comes to disabling those that are trying to come up. But if we don't know about these systems that are coming in place, we're just falling by the wayside.
Yeah.
This is Project 2025. And now it's a matter of educating yourselves and knowing how to maneuver, because it's only going to get worse.
Man, so I'm gonna just say the bill wasn't designed for fairness. That's obvious. It's a power and profit protection plan. I mean, I just gotta say this, Ny'Aira. Man, I really do, cause I'm so pissed, and I can't be pissed. So, you know what I'm saying? I gotta let it out sometime. I think this is a good time to let it out because Biden, you go back and look what he did in that White House in 4 years. He did an extraordinary job. We elders shamed his ass, age shamed him. So y'all talk all this stuff about freedom and all this other stuff, but y'all age shamed this man so bad out the White House. He could have been in there another 4 years and got us on track. Then let Trump fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? Then let Trump do this. We could have 4 more years of some good stuff, man. It was working. So, anyway, I just had to get that off. And it reinforces the existing hierarchy, military, tech, enforcement, and the wealthy. I mean, that's what it's doing. And then everybody else, tighten up and adapt. That's typical Trumpism. He don't care. He'll say anything for the camera to make your people argue with you. Oh, he ain't racist. He did this. He did do that. He did do that. You're right. But look at this bill. I'm not.
We are slowly transitioning into a dictatorship. Those that may not be aware.
Talking about 3 more terms too. You see how he's sneaking that in? 3 terms, they sneaking it in. But go ahead. I'm letting them know you right.
And no, of course, no. We are slowly peeking over into dictatorship, and it's happening right in front of our eyes. The project being rolled out. This bill has been passed, and making it increasingly hard for women, and specifically Black and brown women, when it comes to our overall health. It's disabling in ways. They're pushing it when it comes to creating more families or creating more offspring, but they're breaking down the system when it comes to family households and having pivotal figures in the households themselves. They're making it harder when it comes to being able to purchase land, or having higher taxes, or being able to establish owning property. It's going to become increasingly more difficult, and eventually them putting restrictions on the travel bans, it's going to come to a point where people are not going to be able to leave.
Man.
And then what are we going to do? Welcome to Project 2025.
Man, and my thing is, oh man, like they make you ashamed. Well, they try to make you ashamed sometimes when you push back on the DEI situation. It's like y'all just order the shit they banned it already for the colleges, so the affirmative action. They try to make you feel ashamed for defending that, but how can you be ashamed of that when that was the history of the country? I'm not saying you're supposed to live like that forever, but no, that is there for a reason. That's what the Constitution and all that's for, right? Because something happened for a reason. You have people here that some people can be racist against and be prejudiced against. That's why that's in there. Keep it there. Right? Take it. You can debate why it should be in there and all that. Keep that alive. Keep doing whatever you want to do. But it still should be there. Period. It's nothing you can say to me to make me not want to have that there. And I'll be honest with you. Do that affect me? No. I don't think it affect me. I don't think affirmative action DEI affect me. I'm feeling pretty good about where I'm at in my life. So I don't think I had to go through that. But I know it's people who do have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? Or I might have went through it before. I remember growing up, it was more people, black people in the kitchen and in maintenance than in the top areas of management. I seen that. I don't know if that was because of skill or people was keeping them out of there. I don't know. But we know if it's there, it was there because it was happening. unless it wasn't, unless I'm tripping.
No, absolutely. When it comes to DEI, I'll speak on that briefly. I think them restricting or removing DEI is just exposing the true agendas of a lot of these major corporations and companies, and people are actually seeing it come to the forefront. A lot of these
Yeah.
major billion-dollar, trillion-dollar institutions are not after the support of the people as a whole. It's a matter of whom can get ahead and whom can assimilate when it comes to the needs of the companies. So it's exposure. And now people know. But it's also a matter of choice. Do you continue to support these institutions, or will you move forward when it comes to supporting our local businessmen and our farmers that are putting out organic food items versus those that are poisoning us in convenience when you're going to a multi-million dollar business? It just varies, but it's more exposure.
Yeah, I feel you because you know it was gonna have to be a pushback when they had in the NBA when they was putting all them black so-called stuff up in the NBA. I think it was the Kobe year, wasn't it? When they was putting up, like when they got rid of all the Indian names and all the names, like changed the name, the Washington Redskins changed their name. It was a lot of people didn't like that they was supporting the so-called the Black Lives Matters movement. Because that's pretty much what it was, I say nationally, but now is people, the pushback is this DEI stuff. Like, all right, y'all want to do that. We on, and my thing is, why is this happening now? When, if it wasn't, if Trump was in it, you know what I'm saying? Why is it happening under Trump? All this stuff is happening under Trump. And the Republican Party ain't even the Republican Party no more. What is the Republican Party? Hey, Republican Party! I'm serious. Where are y'all? Is this really what y'all wanted? I guess it is. It's kind of following the old school strategy of Republicans, I guess. I ain't seen one since George Bush. Where they at? I think some of the Republicans are Democrats now. I don't know. You know, and the only thing I can say this, and I would love your opinion on it. The only thing I'm seeing that I think this is the reason why Democrats are losing as far as political. I feel like, because I'm kind of, I would say I've voted Democratic mostly in my life, and it's only was because of rights. You know what I'm saying? I'm more conservative money wise. I'm more, you know what I'm saying? I understand conservatism. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Money wise and all that. But if it comes to your character, if you like me or not, or do I really think you thinking for the best for me? I don't think the Republicans are actually thinking for the best of the people. They thinking for the best of I guess you can say the country. I can't say they not thinking about the country, but if you're not thinking of the people as the country, you know what I'm saying? You thinking the country is business and this and this and this and that, which is it. I get that. It's part of that, but it ain't all of that. So that's kind of why I stuck with the Democrats. But the Democrats is losing me on the simple question of what's a man and what's a woman. That's where they losing me at. I get all the other stuff where you know the respect and all that, because we respect it. But if you can't sit here and tell me what a woman and a man is, that's too much for me. You losing me on this one. You losing me on that one. But that's all. So I get it, but I'm not finna rap like with Biden and with Kamala. I voted for them. I would have voted for Biden. You didn't have to give me Kamala. I voted for it though. You know what I'm saying? But that's not gonna stop me from voting my heart, because I know they thinking more about the people, even with that definition thing that they not trying to let us. We know what it is. I hope unless we was talking. Who knows? This is what I'm saying. If you really want to go there. But my point is, I know that I got a penis, and a woman has a vagina. A woman can have a baby. That's what I've been taught forever. Why am I having this discussion? I don't know. So that's the only thing I'm losing with the Democrats. I understand the rights, but the definition changing, I don't understand that one yet. I'm trying to. Hey, and then I wanted to know. You know, I'm not sitting here saying this out of ignorance. I was in the military when they was explaining it to us. We straight had, during Obama, we had a straight doctor. I forgot what it's called. I've been out the military for a while, but we had meetings on it where people, the soldiers were straight like getting up, like, why is we having this? Like, they was getting, some people was getting offended because they was getting taught this stuff. Some people was getting offended because they was mad because they was getting taught this stuff. You get what I'm saying? So it's definitely, you know, one of those things. And it's like, it's real simple. But I guess it's not. You know, I guess it's not. But that's my spiel on it. For real.
No, I definitely understand coming from a traditional standpoint, but I also believe that it is important to understand that me personally, it's not necessarily a matter of Democrat or Republican. It's a matter of what is the position of the people, as you stated?
Yes.
Where are we going when it comes to the betterment of the United States and overall our citizens? On a standpoint, when it comes to my LGBTQ plus community, I have a strong love for my community. When it comes to them, I have multiple people within my camp that are amazing individuals who identify as those that are different from what is assigned to them. However, having that need of education and mutual understanding and respect is highly important. Yeah, and even shout out to T.S. Madison being one of the major pivotal figures when it comes to transgender women who have established when it comes to, yes, I am transgender, but biologically I do identify and understand that I am a man. There have been medical procedures when it comes to creating artificial wombs, and also some of the severities when it comes to these procedures and changing, when it comes to your body and even having improper healing. There's a lot of detriment when it comes to these transitions, and it's a lot of people that are coming to the forefront and saying this is a major choice, and understanding the health risks and also the mental toll that comes with it, because not everyone is going to be as accepting, but having that understanding and having a line in the sand when it comes to, yes, I do identify as this, however this is who I am in totality and entirety. It's just a matter of education, and there are a lot of people that aren't comfortable with it, but a lot of the LGBTQ plus community have spoken out when it comes to not exposing or hyper exposing our children to these topics, because it's 7-year olds saying that they want to transition or they identify as a woman, and they haven't even fully developed, and even giving access when it comes to these synthetic hormones and the changes and transitions, and it actually, like I said, causes detriment in the end. And a lot of them go through a lot of pain when it comes to detransitioning, and now they don't necessarily have access to having children or going via IVF. So it's a differentiation and knowing place and time when it comes to those things. But I have so much love for my community. I've learned a lot from the LGBTQ plus when it comes to lingo, style, fashion. It's a lot of icons, but also just having that differentiation. So yeah, I'm a straddle the fence, but I'm about the people at the end of the day.
Oh yeah. I mean, like I said, it's nothing. It's all respect for all of that. That's why I respect you. You respect me. What you do in your bedroom is your bedroom. You know, Diddy was freaking it out. They knew that boy was getting it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You hear me? But back to grading this, man. I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna grade it on all aspects, because I understand when it all comes down, even with Barack. I didn't like Barack until I knew you was a politician. I know that sounds wrong, but ain't no nice people winning. Ain't no nice people gonna get what you want in that office. They gotta have some type of politician slickness to them. They have to. You know what I'm saying? So when Barack beat Hillary, when she went straight for the jugular with that judge. Well, not with the judge, with the preach. With wherever he was going to church, Jeremiah White, I thought that was going to sink him. But he did what he was supposed to do as a politician, and he won. He got 8 years, so he proved himself. But on Trump execution, I got to give it to him. Slick. 4th of July. Y'all know he did this on the 4th? This dude slick as hell. Slick. So I give him good on the slick shit. Impact polarizing. You know, it's of course it's polarizing. I mean, yeah. Equity, I'm giving him a failing grade on that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't doing nothing for us. So it's a fail on that. But here's the truth though. So my grade is a C minus. Because I have to look on, I always look on both ends, because if we as a people, and this on us too, we can't blame everything on the government, which we could, but if, like my sister was saying, education is everything. So we don't know what to vote for. We don't know, we can't read character of individuals that's been around us so long that you can't even read the characters. They leaving it out for you. And you can't read that once they get in there. Of course, they're going to say everything they need to say to get in there. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're going to do. But once they get in there, you can see what you're going to see exactly what they do. You know, so I have to look on that end of it, because as a people, we're kind of slow. We letting this happen. But on the end of your government, supposed to be watching out for the people, not just the 10% of the people, but the 90% of the people. You know what I'm saying? 100% of the people. My bad. I'm saying I wanted to add it up to 100%. So 10% plus 90%. It's 100%. So he should be looking out for everybody. I understand that he can't, but this bill definitely, you know, if you're gonna go $2.8 trillion in debt, you might as well throw it to us. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you want to do the other stuff, you can do all that, man. And then as far as the health care and all that, why even touch that? Why would you even want that on your record? I don't even know what's. Can you tell me why would you want people to lose health care on your record? That's showing there's no compassion to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be as fair as I can with this C minus, but I'm thinking I'm finna give it a D. I'm gonna go to a D on that. All right, so the truth is, man, adaptation is our advantage. We ain't just voters, we're survivors. They know that. We're going to have to survive. It's just what we do. You know what I'm saying? We'll pivot like we always do. You know, that's what we do. And we always have. So, because the system never saved us, you know. And when I say us, I'm talking about, I don't know, you know. If you've been in situations like everybody else, you know, I ain't going to say I tapped the middle class yet. I don't know. I can't even figure this shit out. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know if I'm poor. I know I ain't a bum. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm poor. I can look at my how much money I make. What does that really tell you? You know what I'm saying? I know gas costs way more than it used to cost. I know chips, everything that went up. So how much are we really making? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give it a C minus. Oh no, I'm going to a D. My bad. I'm gonna give it a D because he passed the motherfucker. It was 50. And another question. That's another question. Who are these people who voted? That's gonna be the next. I'm gonna look that up for the next show. All right. Well, what grade you give it? What you thinking? I talked enough on that.
No, I'm along with you when it comes to the D or the C minus. Um, please, everyone, just really prepare yourselves and educate yourselves because it's a lot going on. Even with ICE, I want to speak on the ICE situation and how it's being funded, highly funded, and we're missing a lot of our key people that are pivotal in our communities and having a better understanding of cultures. It's huge, and the simple fact that there have been multiple FEMA camps and concentration camps that have been built in the state of Florida and that are hidden throughout the South speaks volumes for itself on how they're treating people and what's going on when it comes to ICE. The treatment of all of our Black, Brown, and Tan community has it's being exposed firsthand, and you never know who means so much to you once they're gone. That's something else that has really been pivotal when it comes to this. There's so many pivotal figures in the community, whether it's our Hispanic folks that are our elote men, our fruit carts, that just the simple people that are within our communities that are being stripped away. Families are being torn apart. Kids don't have a firm foundation within their homes anymore, and then they're being tossed to the system. But then they're aging out, and there's no support, there's no care, and a lot of these major government programs that we used to have over the course of the past couple of decades are now gone. In school lunches or latchkey kids, a lot of these programs are being completely done away with. And what are they going to eat? Who's going to support them when they don't have the support system? So, like we said, I can go on a tangent when it comes to our kids and community, but D minus.
Got you. And we being, I believe we being nice, but here I'm trying to look something up real quick. I know where it's at. There we go. Bow. All right. But yeah, hopefully, man, like you said, education. All right, y'all. We gonna sum that up, man. I think we hit some good points on them. So if y'all got anything y'all want to add to the conversation, make sure you get into the messages and let us know, and stay tuned in to the Philosophy Show, no doubt. All right. But now we're about to go to that song we've been wanting to hear. Why don't you go ahead and let us know? Give us a quick drop down for the song, please.
Absolutely. So, Summertime Down South is now available on all streaming platforms, and be on the lookout for the Southern Soul EP, City Lights and Country Nights, coming to you in next year, June of 2026. But we do have a new EP, Genesis. My R&B album is coming out this fall in September. But of course, being able to dibble and dabble in both genres, we're going to focus on Summertime Down South. And I hope y'all kick it off right now.
Come on. Soaking up that sunshine, I'm feeling just fine. Hotter days, cooler nights, hold on tight. Southern love, southern pride, oh my. 10 toes down, clap the fans, go grab a drink and go grab your man. Think we're done, but wait, there's more. All the step us to the floor. Summertime down south, where the good times roll. Give me some sweet tea, oh it's too hot, so got my people with me. And the whole place live. Come along with me. Do the southern side. Come on. Say come on. Do the southern side. Say come on. Fried fish on the plate, cornbread on the side, cousins playing spades, talking trash with pride. Got that shine in the jar. DJs dropping heat by the bar. Girls on the floor moving them hips. See, yeah, my boots sturdy, but they cost a grip. Come on. Fireflies light the night. Laughter everywhere. Southern breeze jam and a good time. I'm trying to go muddy, no wine and dime. Beans, mac and cheese, and greens on my plate. She thicker than a Snicker, but I already ate. Southern boys make you lose your mind. True religion in the summertime. You ain't gotta go home, but you best get out of here. The night's too young, and we got time to spare. So let's pack this ride up and head to my crib. No sleep till dawn, that's just the way we live. Summertime down south, where the good times roll. Give me some sweet tea, oh it stirs my soul. Got my people with me, and the whole place live. Come along with me, do the sound of the side. Come on, summertime, do the sound of the side. Come on, yeah, that's summertime. Oh yeah, that's summertime. Y'all done messed around and brought a city girl to the trail ride culture.
Yeah. You was in that mug getting it.
Absolutely.
So is that a dance y'all made up or what? What came first, the dance or the song?
So the song came first. Funny story. My business partner and exec, H, aka Leroy, came with the project to me and my label when it came to tapping into the Southern Soul market. Given the fact that me being a Northerner, I love hustle culture, bachata, salsa. I love to dance. So being that my roots are Southern and being able to tap into the line dance and trail ride culture, it's definitely a breath of fresh air for me. And seeing how big the movement has evolved over the course of these past couple of years, it's definitely awesome to be able to be a part of such an amazing crowd. As far as the dance, shout out to my Southern Belle steppers and gents for choreographing the original dance based out of South Carolina. And the rest was history. We came together. And the official video, we're in the works when it comes to storyboarding. So be on the lookout aside from supporting the performance video. Summertime down south.
Okay, all right. I like that. I like it. So y'all gonna really get down in the video.
Oh, absolutely. The movement is incredible. You see how it's taken social media by storm, and now people are really getting active and just even for their overall health, exercising and getting that cardio in and that movement, but breathing life back into our people because as you can see, we're going through some trying times. So why not get our dance on while we're in the process of it?
No doubt, no doubt. Any other projects you working on? I know you mentioned the Southern Soul. What is that about?
Yes, so as stated previously, the official Southern Soul EP, City Lights and Country Nights, is debuting June 19th of 2026. But when it comes to me being a multifaceted artist and songwriter and engineer, my project Genesis is coming out this fall in September. So we've got a lot of different things going on. But aside from Summertime Down South, Southern Nights, Southern Love is our latest single that we dropped June 20th. So make sure y'all show some love to that as well.
No doubt, no doubt. And make sure you get on this platform so we can promote and play some more of your music. No doubt.
Yes, please.
All right. We about to go to my segment called Memoirs of a Forgotten Father. Today's soliloquy is called Let Me Pour Into Them. Out of being a father, I have 7 children, and I have their children. I have 4 children's mothers. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying baby mama. So I've been through situations with grandmas to the mamas and all of that when it comes to co-parenting. So this soliloquy came from me. It's basically me reflecting on them trying to interject what they do onto me when I'm doing my parenting. My thing is when they doing their parenting, I don't interfere because maybe I should, but I don't because I feel like I'm hoping that I chose. I don't think they gonna hurt my kids. I just say it like that. I don't think they gonna do nothing to hurt the kids. Now mentally that's something different, but I'm talking about health wise, physically. I don't think they're gonna do nothing to help hurt my kids. And I always talk to my kids openly, so if anything like that happen or is happening or they think it's gonna happen, they can talk to me. So I don't interject into her parenting. So they always want to interject in my parenting when I feel like, and this not said in a soliloquy, but this is how I feel for real. It's like you can't parent no better than me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this soliloquy is about. So we're about to go to the segment Memoirs of a Forgotten.
Hey, the boys are good. They're more than good. They're learning. Not just how to survive, but how to stand. Not how to be quiet and agreeable, but how to speak with purpose, move with meaning, and build their own code. See, with me, it's different. It's not coddling. It's not comfort for the sake of quiet. It's character. It's correction. I'm not raising them from your lens. And I never could. Because a man teaches differently. A father moves different. I don't see what you see. I don't feel what you feel. And that's not disrespect. It's balance. It's the other half of what they need. They can't live life through a woman's eye. That's not the world they're walking into. So while you worry, I work. While you talk, I train. While you overthink, I overstand. What they need from me is not what you offer. And that's okay. They're with their father. And with me, they are treated like men in training, respected, held accountable, loved in a language only men understand. Not loud, not soft, but firm and sacred. So let us soak up each other. Let me pour into them. Let them feel what it's like to be sharpened, not just sheltered. To be strengthened, not just saved. To grow up under the weight of masculine love, not just survive in the softness of concern. There's no need to worry over our ways. No need to analyze what you don't live. Just know we good, and that ain't a phrase, that's a promise. Believe that.
Oh, you almost made me cry. Hey, that's real talk though. I ain't gonna lie. I love my kids, man. And sometimes, man, they be getting on my last nerves, but that's what kids do. I know what they say. I know I got, like, now that I'm older, I know that I got on my daddy them nerves. I know I did. So it ain't no I can't. I'm still gonna be a daddy though. That don't mean you ain't gonna get your butt whooped. But that was it. That's all I gotta say about that. What is
No,
it?
that was beautiful. I was over here giving my snaps. That was beautiful, honestly. And it's great to see how passionate you are when it comes to your little ones, even if they're not so little, but they'll always be little in your eyes. And as an eldest daughter on both sides, thank you. Thank you for that love and that compassion.
No doubt. Appreciate it. All right. Hey, we do. Hold on. I gotta do a. Do you have anybody? Because we about to do what we call it feed check-in. Well, we just give a lot of shout outs to people that we mess with. So I got some people that I wrote down, but the thing is, you're going to do it over this music. So when you hear that little break in there, go ahead and give your shouts out, all right?
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Let's go. Shouts out to my host for the afternoon. Shouts out to Royal Court Records. Shouts out to myself and Salvation Education, Different Types, Stay 30, and all my dancers, all my supporters that are tuning in live right here, right now. And shout out to yourself for showing up each and every day to become the best version of who you're meant to be. Shouts out. Shouts out. Shouts out. Shouts out. Shouts out. And I'm going to pass it on to the host.
All right, hey, shout out to Helen's Bank Promotion, all white, August 9th. Fire fundraiser, Corona Food Pack, September 7th. That's that Tuesday done. Volunteer days at the Corona Food Packs. First and third Saturdays, man, 555 Herc Street. Yours Awards. Hold on, the music went on, but I still got two more. Yours Awards 2025 headliners by Jay Waiters and Triple D R&B. Come on out from Dallas, St. Louis, Collinsville. The movement is spreading. Yeah. All right, so we about at the end of the show, Ny'Aira. How you feeling?
It was a breath of fresh air. I enjoyed myself. You also gave me some challenges and some critical thinking when it came to these subjects, and also just being able to have a yin and yang to our point of view. Yeah. And I enjoyed that, definitely. Thank you.
No problem. I appreciate you coming on. Make sure before we get off, we're going to have to say it again because we promote. Let them know what you got going on and let them know where they can find you at.
All right, beautiful family. Of course, Southern Night, Southern Love, as well as Summertime Down South is available on all streaming platforms. Shouts out to the amazing hosts for having me, our producers D4, DJ Precise, DJ Dirty, and my Southern Belle Steppers. Everything is available on all streaming platforms again, and you can check me out on all of my social media platforms and official website at Ny'AiraCollins.com. Peace.
All day. Let me get you back on her. Bam. All right, so y'all heard it. Y'all know what we doing. Y'all make sure y'all go out and check her out on all those platforms. We about to get up out of here. And remember, this ain't just a podcast. This the Philosophy Show. We'll see y'all next week. All love.
Footprint of that ass.
Go put gas.
Man, I appreciate you bringing me to the Big D, fam. It's everything I thought it would be.
Man, I just remember being in the loop, and I was like, man, you come to the D, man, you'll see what I'm talking about, man. I'm glad you got to come out, man. And it's just the beginning, Tweezy, I promise you, man.
She say she like the ride. She slid in my ride. She made me wanna. Basic, only penthouse views. Lips like some honey, got me lost in the mood. She slid in my ride. She say she like the ride. Little sexy model, Instagram rich, put that on the Bible. She gon' get this. She say she like the ride. She slid in my ride. Hop in the whip, baby girl. You know we good. No Diddy, no Drake. Let's get that understood. Might be some baby auto, a little smack and a little tussling, no fist though. You know what's happening. Take a week off, queen. We going places. Paris, Monaco, palaces. Don't pack your shit. I know you got me on the back end. Oh, you gon' bring that one friend. Double down on that then. Just pop the clutch, you don't give a fuck. I'm gon' keep it up, yeah. That weed smoke, that honey pack, gonna test the nut, yeah. You sex fuck, you sex fuck, you sex fuck, you sex fuck. That weed smoke, that honey pack, gonna test the nut, yeah. Shorty not basic, penthouse view. Just like some honey, got me lost in the mood. She slid in my ride. She say she like the ride. Little sexy model, Instagram rich, put that on the Bible. She gon' get this. She say she like the ride. She slid in my ride.
Come up in my way, just me and you. No interlude, come bless my mood. She hopped in my ride. I took her for a ride. Like Motorola, I been through her. I had so bad, I'm talking so loud. She took me for a ride. It caught me by surprise. She got that super weight, yeah, that good. Only time she hit a nigga up is for the good juice. Made it super sober, that slip and slide, it's understood. You can drip on me, but now no more seats and we all good.
Shorty not basic, penthouse views. Just like some honey, got me lost in the mood. She slid in my ride. She say she like the ride. Little sexy model, Instagram rich, put that on the Bible. She gon' get this. She say she like the ride. She slid in my ride. She say she like the ride. She say she like the ride. She say she like the ride. She say she like that.